Meanwhile, knife craftsman Yasuaki is also searching for a way to keep the pipe round. He comes up with a blade shaped like the letter M. He hopes that after the point pierces the pipe, the rest of the blade will clamp down around the sides to cut without crushing the pipe. Ordinary knives never have such a complex shape. He's never made it before. Will it cut without flattening the pipe? He puts it to the test.
It didn't even cut.
The new blade is no improvement. In fact, it turns out to be a step backwards.
I'm afraid I'm out of ideas.
Working alone, Yasuaki's troubled. He can't seem to find a way forward. But someone is intently watching over him. It's his father, Hiroaki. Like his son, he's a knife craftsman who spent more than 50 years making blades. He's been watching from the sidelines, saying nothing. But now, he decides to speak.
I think it should be pointed. If you don't pierce it first, you can't cut it.
Age-old forging techniques gave birth to the Japanese sword and to flexible steel. His father's advice? Believe in what you know and make the sharpest blade you can. Yasuaki goes back to basics. He sharpens a new blade right up to where he thinks the breaking point might be.
I can't allow myself to lose. If I lose, people throughout Japan will think that we knife craftsmen make blades that are inferior to industrial blades. I just can't let that happen.
The shape of the power team's blade has changed too. After repeated experiments, they discover an interesting pattern where the pipe is cut. It's exactly the same.
Surprisingly similar.
The shape of the pipe's cut edge matches the shape of the blade that cut it.
It's shaped like the blade.
So if we want the cut ends to be round, we should use a round blade.
That seems right.
Their discovery convinces them that a round blade will keep the cut ends round. But a round blade makes the initial cut more difficult. To compensate for that disadvantage, the power team takes one final chance. They decide to use cemented carbide, which is harder than any other material but diamond. But because it's so hard, they're taking a big risk that the blade will shatter.
Since we only have to cut once, we'll go ahead and use the hardest material we can. If it shatters, so be it. We're going to give it a try.
It's common knowledge that cemented carbide shatters easily and isn't well suited to cutting hard materials. If the power team succeeds in cutting the pipe, it will rock the blade-making industry. The time has come to put these dream blades to the test in the studio. Who will win?
Let's see firsthand what these ultimate blades look like. Will you show us yours first, Yasuaki? I just know that something amazing is about to be revealed.
Oh, it has an aura about it.
Thank you.
What do you think, Hiroaki?
I think it should work all right.
And now, let's see the blade made by the opposing power team. What kind of ultimate blade did they come up with? This is the finished product created by Fukuda Hamono.
Man, this would be great.
What do you think, Yasuaki?
It seems to be a fine example of the kind of blade a major manufacturer would make.
Any comment?
It's beautiful. I want it.
Yasuaki's blade is sharply pointed. The power team's is rounded and made of super alloy. The moment of truth has arrived.
Let's start now with Yasuaki's blade. It's slowly being raised into position.
There's tension in the room. How do you feel?
I feel like I'm cheering on my own child who's trying very hard.
I understand. Let's hope he does well.
It's the moment of truth for Firemaster Yasuaki Taira. Please, drop the blade.
3, 2, 1.
Wow!
Right in two. You cut through it, Yasuaki. Would you please pick up the two halves of the pipe? What's their shape? How do they look?
I'm pretty satisfied with the shape.
I see.
Here's the instant the blade cut the pipe. Although the tip of the blade chipped, it cut through. It was flexible enough to withstand the shock.
What do you think, Keisuke?
This will be a close contest.
Now let's raise the other blade. Our second team was handpicked from among all the employees at a blade manufacturing company with a history going back 118 years. Their blade could well revolutionize the blade-making industry. The ultimate blade made by the power team is about to fall. Please drop the blade.
3, 2, 1.
This team split the pipe cleanly too.
Keisuke, please.
Yes, pick up the pieces.
The blade didn't chip, did it?
There was concern that the cemented carbide might shatter, but it cut the pipe in almost a perfectly straight line. Cemented carbide is commonly thought to be too brittle to cut iron in a single blow, but now that notion's been turned on its head.
Both teams have cut the pipe. To determine the winner, we'll now turn to image analysis.
Professor Shigeru Nagasawa of Nagaoka University of Technology will help with the decision. He magnifies the images of the cut ends for more detailed analysis, calculating the ratio of height to width. The value closest to 1 wins.
The computer has made the calculations based on the images and will now tell us which team achieved the most roundness.
Will the Firemaster win, or will top honors go to the power team?
The height to width ratio for the power team is 0.69. For Yasuaki, it's 0.88. Victory goes to Yasuaki Taira.
Congratulations to Firemaster Yasuaki Taira, who created the winning blade.
It was a close contest, wasn't it?
Yes, very close. Quite difficult to decide.
Yasuaki's pipe stayed the roundest. But look at the surface of the cut ends. The power team's is smoother and cleaner. This was truly a close match.
Shake hands.
Ouch, that hurt.
Unbelievable. That was a hard-fought contest.
It's 5 days after the contest. Yasuaki is back at work, making knives. He continues his search for an even sharper blade.
I wanted the pipe's cut edges to be smoother. That's my only regret. True craftsmen can never be satisfied. They spend every day trying to improve what they make.
The folks at Fukuda Hamono hold a company-wide meeting to discuss the contest. Though they lost the match, they've learned something valuable.
The blade's okay. It's hardly damaged, I think. We thought it would be the least suitable material for cutting iron because it's so hard and brittle. But cemented carbide did the job. I think this will really shock the industry. It's a good reminder about how we should throw away our preconceptions.
The challenge continues.